What is going on, YouTube? Joe here with Culination Media, and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon X and Y Battle Spot Live. This is episode number 121, and in the last episode, we actually split with our two battles that we had. It was a little bit of a gut-wrenching loss there at the end because I had the advantage, and I kind of just blew it with some poor predictions, which is unfortunate because we had a chance to go 4-0 with the team. But and break the 50-game differential, which was, you know, just looming there, and we didn't get it done. So we're down to a 48-game differential. 146 and 98, I believe, is the exact record. So this is going to be the last episode with this team, of course. So we'll see if we can, I don't know, possibly break the 50-game differential. We'd have to get another double victory. This team's already 3-1, so I don't know if I necessarily see that coming or see that happening. But nonetheless, regardless, even if we lose both matches, I'm still pretty happy with how this team has performed. Anyway, I'll give you guys an overview in case you forget what we're running today, but before we do that, just a friendly reminder that if you haven't done so already and you would like to show your support to the channel and the series and all that fun stuff, that only takes a couple seconds to click that thumbs up button right below this video or leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Of course, I always encourage you guys to leave suggestions for specific Pokemon or sets you'd like to see me use, because I do bring one suggested Pokemon from the comment section, usually on every team. Sometimes, you know, if I go a team and just don't, or how am I trying to say this? If I bring a team that doesn't have any suggested Pokemon, usually the next time I'll bring 2 or 3 suggested Pokemon to make up for it. So it kind of evens itself out. Anyway, as for our teammates here, we have Mega Absol, which finally got into a battle, and I played it badly, and I'm kind of sad about that, so I may try to bring it again today. We have Frank, the specially defensive Arcanine, with the Rocky Helmet, of course. Gurdurr's been putting in a lot of work, more than I would have expected here on Battle Spot. It's just so bulky with that Eevee Light, it's ridiculous. Then we have Flame Orb Gut Swellow, which was a suggested Pokemon to bring back from you guys. Then we have Life Orb Zebstrika, which has put in some work as well. I don't think it's gotten any kills yet, but she's always been putting in some work. I can't get, you know, too upset with her because she's a PU Pokemon. And then we have the wild card of the bunch, because Bunny's Jr., of course, the Marill. He is an amazing little fellow. He's ridiculously bulky. I just can't believe the hits that he's taken, even not taking the Focus Sash into account, because I wanted to give him Eevee Light, but, you know, Gurdurr has it already, so I don't know. Possibly that was just bad team building on my part. I don't really know. But we've seen some success with this team, so we're just going to go ahead and jump into a battle here and see what happens. We have, I don't even want to try to pronounce that, from Belgium. And he's got a couple of evolutions there with Jolteon and Sylveon, Lucario, Dragonite, Charizard, which is going to be the Mega, and Tyranitar. So, Gurdurr immediately comes to mind here because it takes on that Tyranitar, which otherwise looks like it's going to be a problem. Absol seems a bit out of the question here, because Lucario has Justified, Tyranitar takes nothing from Knockoff and Sucker Punch, Sylveon doesn't either. I know I have the superpower, but Gurdurr is probably a little bit better equipped because it also resists Tyranitar's Stab, so that is a thing. Gurdurr probably can also take on that Lucario as well. Sylveon's going to be a problem. I don't really have anything for it, and they're usually physically defensive. So that is a bit of a problem. I'm going to lead off with the Swellow here, and I'll bring Gurdurr. And let's see. Marill, possibly. Marill is a possible Pokemon to bring here. Dragonite is what scares me. We'll bring the Marill. Why not? Marill's been so successful. I think every battle that it's been in, it's got a KO. So really, I don't know why I didn't bring it into a battle last time. I was too busy trying to get other Pokemon in. I ignored Marill, the greatness of Because Bunny's Jr. How could I do such a thing? It's terrible. Should be ashamed of myself. Jolteon leads things off, which is the worst possible thing for us. Yeah, that's not good because Jolteon outspeeds naturally. Swellow has, I believe, a base 125 speed stat. Jolteon is base 130. And Marill, of course. Should have brought Arcanine. I will Protect to get my Flame Orb up, and then I will Hard Switch afterwards. And he really has no reason to switch. He can just spam T-Bolts. I wish I had Zebstrika as well, because Overheat does a decent amount of damage to a Jolteon. Now we have to go into Gurdurr and hope we can take several T-Bolts from likely a Specs Jolteon, and that scares the crap out of me, to say the least. There's the Volt Switch coming, so he's not Specs. But that still does so much damage. Okay, he's Life Orb. That did a ridiculous amount of damage. Phew. Alright, out comes Charizard here, which is going to be Mega. And I need to save Gurdurr because this is a bad situation for me. This is a bad situation for me. I guess we're going into Marill to take a hit. Hopefully a Flare Blitz, I guess. Or a Dragon-type move. If you want to go for Outrage, that'd be great. Ugh. Yeah, Marill it is. Gurdurr really can't do anything. Knockoff would do absolutely no damage to a Mega. Charizard resists the Fighting-type stab. So there's that. And he's probably Y, given that he would bring it in on a Gurdurr. Probably Y. Otherwise, if he's X, you know, Gurdurr might have a shot. Possibly. If I were to get some bulk ups or something. Yeah, he is Y. And... go for a Fire-type move. Well, he still has Solar Beam, so I still just die, basically. Okay, so this is not a good situation for us to be in, really. Here comes the Fire Blast. I was kind of hoping he would miss that. He's not going to. And that still almost brings us down to Sash. And he gets the burn. Great. And Marill just dies. Okay. Well, that streak of Marill doing stuff every match is over. That's for sure. And unless Swellow can come in here and kill Charizard with a Facade, which I don't think is going to happen, this match is lost already. We'll go for the Facade and see what happens, because we definitely outspeed. Okay, never mind. I spoke too soon. That is a one-shot. Holy cannoli. Swellow is power. Did you see that? That was from max HP. I still think we lost because that Jolteon is the trump card. Yeah, I don't see us getting out of this, and I can't switch because I can't take multiple hits. So I have to just let him go down here. I'll go for the Facade. He's going to go for the T-Bolt. And, yeah, down goes Swellow. There's no way you're taking a Life Orb T-Bolt from a Jolteon. I wish you were a little faster. If we had Quick Attack, that would help to at least get a little bit more damage off. I know I can take another T-Bolt from Gurdurr, I think. Or, not from Gurdurr, from Jolteon, right? Or no, he went for Volt Switch last time. So we may not even be able to take a T-Bolt from that range. Because I'm pretty sure that was Volt Switch damage. And T-Bolt has, you know, 20 base power more. We'll go for the Drain Punch. And that, I'm pretty sure that should be the match. Unless he just goes for Volt Switch here, which I can't see why you would do that. Just get as much damage as possible. And go for the KO. I mean, I think you have it here. That's what I would do. But not everybody thinks like I do. That name, it seems Dutch to me. Didn't it say he was from Belgium? Like, I think it's pronounced Dries, I believe. I don't know. He gets a crit, so it doesn't matter. So there we go. That's a loss. Any shot that we had at surviving that is gone. And that is a victory for our opponent. It brings us down to a 47-game differential, and we've got one match left. Although that was a very quick one, so we may have a bonus match today. I don't know. Oh, okay, apparently I'm going to save that. I did not mean to click that. I thought I was hitting the B button, but in fact, I did not do that. Yes, I would like to continue battling, of course. Battle box. And we'll hit challenge yet again. And we'll see. We shall see. Hopefully we have a better match. That really wasn't so good. That Jolteon really just pooped on my entire team. I needed to have Zebstrika in the team to really have a shot. Actually, Arcanine could too, because Frank is especially defensive. So we got somebody from Japan here. Crocune is a thing. Then we have Gengar. We have Porygon Z, Mega Blaziken, probably Mega Blaziken, Talonflame, Garchomp. Threats all over the place, needless to say. Let's see. What do I have for Crocune? Really nothing. I really don't have much for it, do I? What is he going to lead off with? Blaziken, maybe? Okay, what do I have for Blaziken? I have Marill. Marill actually beats Blaziken one-on-one, interestingly enough. Why did I choose Zebstrika? I don't need Zebstrika. Well, no, I guess I would need it. That's the only chance I have at beating Suicune, but if it gets Calm Minds up, I just lose. Zebstrika can also beat Talonflame, if it hasn't taken any damage. Well, no, it also depends. You'd have to be locked into Brave Bird, because I think Flare Blitz just one-shots. So, there's that. I guess we're bringing Gurdurr, because we have Guts for the Crocune. Marill, Zebstrika, Gurdurr. Am I really doing this? Am I really going to do this? Or are we going to bring Arcanine? For the extreme speed? Maybe? Or do we bring Absol? There's so many things to consider here. So many things to consider. I need to make a decision. I guess we'll bring Arcanine. And we'll bring Gurdurr. Alright, there we go. Marill, Arcanine, Gurdurr. I feel like this combination has been used the most. But, yeah. So, new thing I learned today is that apparently Swellow can one-shot a Charizard Y. That was crazy. I underestimate the power of Swellow all the time. Guts, you know, stab-boosted Facade. It's just crazy power. Here we go, leading off with Marill of all things. And there is the Garchomp, and actually we can take on Garchomp one-on-one as well. I know that sounds silly, but Ice Punch is 4 times super effective, and that should be the end of Garchomp if he stays in. Which he may not. He may not. And the reason I'm not going for Play Rough, I know he could switch, but I really don't want to risk the miss. He does opt to stay in and go for the EQ. That will bring us down close to the Focus Sash, so it's made... Yeah, that's going to be a double KO here, I think. And... Oh, it's not actually a KO. Wow, he must have some HP investment or something. Marill goes down due to the rough skin, but that's a lot of damage, and we can bring in either Gurdurr or Arcanine here to finish the job. So that's always good. Does he have anything that wants to take an extreme speed? I don't know that he does. I don't know that he does. We could bring in Gurdurr and try to, like, set up bulk ups, too. But I don't know that that would be a good thing to do. I want to save the Intimidate. So we are going to bring in Gurdurr here. And I will go for the Mach Punch. Now, I know that could be obvious, though. That's what makes me kind of want to just go for a bulk up here. Because I feel like he could switch in Talonflame if he has it. No, we're going to go for it. I mean, it's blatantly obvious, but I'm going to do it. He is going to stay in and let his Garchomp go down, so that would have been an over-prediction had I gone for Bulk Up or Knockoff or something. We do get hurt by the Rough Skin, which is unfortunate, but it's not the end of the world. We can still take a hit from a Talonflame. Not well, but we can take it. Although I don't know if I'll want to take it. I may just switch into Arcanine. And, yep, the Talonflame is here. And I definitely want to get that Intimidate off, so I'm going into Arcanine. It's not worth sacrificing Gurdurr here. Not worth it, because I don't know what his other Pokemon is. If it turns out to be Porygon Z, Gurdurr can take it on, because I think Drain Punch is a one-shot, and we should be able to take one hit from it. There's the Intimidate. Good old Frank putting in the work as usual. He does opt to just go straight for the Brave Bird. He's either Choice Banded or, you know, Sharp Beak or possibly even Life Orb. And that doesn't do as much as he needs it to. Not at all. So I will go for a Morning Sun here, because he can go for Brave Bird again, and that's fine by me. I doubt that's choice banded damage, yeah. He is going to go for the U-turn here, which seems a little bit silly to me to just take some more, you know, Rocky Helmet recoil. He has to have Roost. I can't imagine that you would do that otherwise. So we'll see what his final Pokemon is here. It is going to be the Porygon Z, but we are specially defensive, so I feel somewhat confident in taking a hit and then hitting back with Flare Blitz. Not extremely confident, but I feel somewhat confident. Yeah, I'm going to go for it here. And then we can go for Extreme Speed afterwards. Don't you dare get me frozen or something. Oh, no, I should not have said that. I should not have said that. Okay. Frank, thank you for coming through. That didn't do anywhere near as much as I thought it would, because Frank is a beast and takes special hits just way too well. Way too well. And is Extreme Speed going to be enough here? I would think that it would be. But if we lose our Intimidate, I think we lost the match. So the safe play is to go into Gurdurr here. I know that seems silly. That has to be the safe play, right? Because we want to save that Intimidate for the Talonflame. It's a necessity. No, Extreme Speed should kill. It should kill from that range. Unless we just get min damage. Should be no reason why Extreme Speed doesn't kill. And I'm going to go for it. It's a little bit risky, but I'm going for it. And we do get the kill because Frank is a beast. Oh, Frank puts in work. He puts in so much work. It's ridiculous how well Frank does. Especially defensive, physically defensive, it does not matter. Frank is the man. Frank is the man. Alright, we are going to save this Intimidate. We're going to go into Gurdurr here. If he wants to Brave Bird us, that's fine. He's going to take all that recoil, and then Extreme Speed will out-prioritize the Roost if he wants to go for that. But I feel like that Intimidate is going to be essential here, so out comes the Gurdurr, and we'll see what he wants to do. He is just going to go for the Brave Bird, and we did not lower his attack at all, so that might be a one-shot, especially if he is Choice Band. Oh, no, we survived with 16. Okay, well, now we're in a perfect position, because if he decides to go for Roost, I'm going to go for Knockoff. So we'll remove whatever his item is. Well, no, he's not Choice Band, right? He went for U-turn. Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about. He's not Choice Band. He could be Shark Beak. He definitely went for U-turn earlier. I talked about it. It was a whole thing. I talked about it for at least 10 seconds. So Knockoff it is. He's just going to go for the Brave Bird, so he has pretty much conceded the match here, because Extreme Speed will out-prioritize that Brave Bird, and that'll be that. So, clearly he does not have the Roost, or he just didn't feel comfortable going for it. I don't know, you know, what it is. We've seen Brave Bird and U-turn, that's it. I don't know what else he would have. Maybe Will-O-Wisp, you know, wouldn't make a lot of sense to try to Willow an Arcanine, or a Gurdurr for that matter, so if he has that, that would make sense. Anyway, we're going for the Extreme Speed, so we are going to pick up a victory here. And so this team ended up going, what, 4-2 throughout the session? So that's not even bad. Not even bad. Frank, I have to say, has to be the MVP of this team. He was in most of the battles. And that's usually what it is. When you bring a Pokemon that's there to check Talonflame and Kangaskhan and those types of things, that Pokemon will be in almost every battle, because you run into Talonflames and Kangaskhan's in almost every battle. That's just what it is. People don't know how to bring other stuff on Battle Spot. That's just what they think works. That's what they like on their team, so that's what they bring. And Frank is a monster. What can I say? All right, so that brings us back up to the 48 game differential. We, you know, broke even the last two episodes. This episode and the previous one, you know, after starting off 2-0, so that's pretty cool. Remember, if you have any suggestions for teams or a specific Pokemon you would like to see me bring, the comment section is a great place for that. I'll be looking and combing through the comments as I build my next team here in a couple days to record the next session. But I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, I hope you're also leaving a like or a comment or whatever you'd like to do, and I will see you all next time. But until then, game on!